Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Let's roll. It's showtime, baby. Let's roll. This is where you want to go. This is your game. Let's go, man. Come on, baby. Get us. That's right. Let's go.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raiders heading out to take over. They go play action with Stidham. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Stidham hit, and he lost it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. A gain of 6 there on first. Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now Mahomes. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Gray. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Edwards-Helaire will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Let's go. Let's go. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Get in there, baby. Hey, been there, done that. It's a big one now. Get something together. Man, they ain't got nothing. Get your little boy with me, baby. It's showtime, baby.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now Stidham, off play action. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some room to work. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw is Stidham. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfrow. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense set to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second down and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
right?
Yeah,
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's Stidham. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Stidham's throw complete here to Waller. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now it's Stidham. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here we go. That's what it is. That's what.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stidham. Touchdown! Davante Adams from 19 yards away. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Here's Stidham to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
They can't read us straight up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to take it to the house. Hey, what we got? Put it a little pressure, baby. Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's focus in on what we're going to do here, baby. Let's get something going. Let's have some fun. Let's get something. What's the deal, y'all?
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mahomes. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They go play action now. Stidham looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Stidham. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Stidham. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Here's Bolden. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Stidham. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The target there, Mac Hollins. And that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Tony. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Mahomes now to throw. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pick of 16 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles got to like what his defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched him no matter what he tried to do.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Renfro to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. We have not seen much offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Play action. It's Stidham. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. When he shot in, he looked like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Sideline throw is complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Stidham. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Bolden. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Looking deep for Adams. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to get is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now Stidham off play action. On the move to his left. Touchdown! Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive ready to do battle again. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. On play action, they'll throw out to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's taken down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful. He continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open midfield is Hardman. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop them right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain play, and every second down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but might not be enough here as they come up on first goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Mahomes. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, a 7-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Butker on for the PAT. They will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's Bolden to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Stidham from the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Stidham. And that'll be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them to make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Stidham. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 77 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down. Now Stidham on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Stidham's throw put in by Renfro. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Party kind of like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Stidham. A dump off here to Bolden. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Now Stidham. That's quickly Bolden. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. Gotta find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing down now Stidham. That's complete to his tight end Waller. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stidham. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave it with just one inning in this 4th quarter play. On 2nd down from the 7. Here's Stidham. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. DC fans so holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Carlson on for the PAT. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs ready to rock it on offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. They'll start this drive out of the ground. And he'll come down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
The way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're in sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play. But if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stidham. That is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stidham. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and a crazy defensive score wins it. So it's a win for the Chiefs here, and no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.